This conference will now be recorded.
Mr. Genuine, are you in?
Yeah.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Simcoe?
Yes.
Okay, it sounds like we're all here. I'll move to come out of executive session at 5:35.
Second?
Mr. Genuine? Yes. Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
All right, we'll move into the zoning public hearing. And that time is 5:36. And our procedure for a public hearing is we'll first hear from our planning and zoning manager, Daryl Gross, and then we'll hear from the proponents. And then if there are any comments, questions, we'll hear from the public. Please remember to give us your name and address. And then we'll go back to the proponent if there's anything to be answered. And the trustees may have questions for the proponent at that time. All right, so we'll start off. The first item is Daryl Gross on the background of this. Yes.
Simcoe here. Did you state the time? I may have missed it that we're
Yes,
opening.
5:30, 5:36.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Mr. Gross?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. The request is for a zone change from C2 General Commercial to R2 Residential for the property at 7522 Trotter Road. This is an approximate half-acre lot in the Trotter Wayland subdivision. It's currently being used for a residential single-family dwelling. There's residential uses to the north, east, and west of the property, and automotive repair, Tireman, is to the south on the opposite side of Trotter Road. The applicant recently purchased the subject property in 2020 and plans to continue this residential use. He's seeking to change from C2 General Commercial to R2 Residential in order to bring the property into compliance and obtain future financing. The land use plan recommends general commercial for the entire Trotter Wayland subdivision. The requested zone change is not compatible with the land use plan recommendation. However, the request is consistent with the current use of the subject property and the use of most of the surrounding parcels. The Lucas County Plan Commission unanimously recommended approval of the zone change request, as did our own zoning commission. Zoning staff recommends approval of the zone change request from C2 General Commercial to R2 Residential for the property at 7522 Trotter Road for the following three reasons. One, the proposed zone change is consistent with neighboring uses to the north, east, and west. Two, the proposed zone change should have minimal, if any, unfavorable impact upon the surrounding area. And three, the proposed zone change would bring the current use into compliance with the zone district. And the applicant is here this evening as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ross. Does the applicant have anything to add?
No. Yeah, I was at the last zoning meeting too, when the planning commission approved it. So I just got an email to join this one, but yeah, just purchased the property and trying to get some financing on it to pay my parents back. They pay cash for it, and no bank will touch it as it sits.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone from the public that has a comment or a question on this proposal? Please remember to give us your name and address. Do I hear somebody trying to speak? All right. I'll move resolution 21-018 to approve this zone change.
We've closed the public hearing, right, John?
Yes. Oh, I should have said that time. Yeah. We'll close the public hearing at 5:39.
I'll second the resolution.
I'll
second the resolution 21-018.
Okay, Simcoe here. I'll call the roll. Mr. Crandall,
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney,
Yes.
Mr. Genowine.
Yes.
All right, thank you. It's approved, the zoning. Now we'll move to resolution 21.
Thank you all very much.
You're welcome, Jim. Good luck.
Resolution 21-019, the prohibition of internet sweepstakes establishments in Sylvania Township. Would you give us the background on this, Mr. Groff?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. The board will recall back in August, the board approved a 6-month moratorium on internet sweepstakes in Sylvania Township until we could get the new regulations in place for an internet sweepstakes establishment into the new zoning resolution. We thought at that time, we being zoning department, thought at that time that the zoning resolution would be complete or very close to it by 6 months. A couple of hiccups along the way. We're not there. We're looking at the new zoning resolution being before the Plan Commission in February, and then the Zoning Commission in March, and then the trustees in April. So we're asking for 21-019 to, I'm not sure how we want to word this, extend the moratorium, or I guess it would technically be a new 6-month moratorium on internet sweepstakes establishments. Thank you.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Groff? If not, I'll move resolution 21-019, prohibition of internet sweepstakes establishments within Sylvania Township.
Second.
Calling the roll. Mr. Genowine,
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney,
Yes.
Mr. Crandall.
Yes. All right, make a motion to adjourn at, let me get the time here, 5:42.
Second.
I'll call the roll. Mr. Mahoney,
Yes.
Mr. Crandall,
Yes.
Mr. Genowine.
Yes.
All right. Good night,
Okay.
all. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.